Greetings and welcome to another Pokemon 2019 or Pokemon Journeys the Series episode preview discussion. This time I'm talking about the preview for episode 64, so let's get to it. Now before I talk about the preview, I do want to say that a few weeks ago there were leaks that suggested that Iris would return in episode 64, and I made a video on this. I was skeptical when I made the video because Bulbapedia did remove the episode from the site. So I doubted the veracity of the leaks, and a day after posting my video it was revealed that the leaks were indeed inaccurate. Iris would not return in episode 64, and instead, this episode would focus on an Absol which was shown in a special preview that aired a few weeks ago. I did not remove my video on the leaks because most of the information was still accurate, but I did leave a note in the description and in a pinned comment where I explained what happened. I said in this note that I would make a video to clarify the situation once I got the facts straight. There were leaks that revealed what episode 64 would really be about shortly after I posted my video on the return of Iris, but I decided to instead wait for the actual preview for episode 64 so that I know for sure before I make another video on leaks. And so, here we are. Episode 64 will indeed be about an Absol, and Iris will return in episode 65 instead. Now that I clarified the situation, let's take a look at the real episode 64. In episode 64, Ash and Goh will travel to Lavaridge Town in the Hoenn region, or at least I assume that this is where they will be going since Hodge reappears in this episode and his hometown is Lavaridge Town. We haven't seen Hodge since episode 7, so it has been a good while. Now an Absol is apparently causing some trouble to the town, and Hodge's grandfather rallies the rest of the town so that they can get rid of this Absol. Ash and Goh decide to investigate what's really happening since they think that Absol is being wrongly accused. Ash and Goh do encounter two Glalie and a Snorunt. I assume that the Snorunt is just a baby who is being protected by its parents, the two Glalie. Now, Lavaridge Town does not have snow. On the contrary, the town is known for its hot springs, and it is located just south of Mount Chimney, which is a volcano. And yet, the preview shows that there is snow, which is unusual. So I assume that this is the calamity for which people blame Absol. But the real culprits are the two Glalie who have apparently taken up residence here to care for their child. Absol is seen attacking Ash and Goh, or rather Absol is trying to keep them away. I guess that Absol could be protecting the two Glalie and the Snorunt. Or maybe Absol is trying to keep Ash and Goh away from Mount Chimney, since the preview shows that the volcano is apparently going to erupt. Absol's Pokédex entries almost always mention that Absol can predict natural disasters such as the eruption of a volcano. So this Absol in episode 64 might know that Mount Chimney will erupt soon, so it tries to warn the villagers but they chase it away because they blame it for the sudden snow. Likewise, Absol tries to keep Ash and Goh safe from the eruption. At the end of the preview, Absol is seen full-on attacking, so maybe it's trying to stop the eruption, or it's defending itself from the villagers, or it's trying very hard to keep Ash and Goh and or the villagers away, meaning that Absol will be a savior in the end. And the villagers are indeed labeling it as the villain wrongfully, because this is the reputation Absols have. Absol is known as the disaster Pokemon after all. This is what I think will happen in this episode based on the preview. But now it's time for the million-dollar question. Will someone catch this Absol? If so, who will catch it? Ash or Goh? The preview does not reveal much that can help answer this question except for one thing. Ash says in the preview that if things stay the way that they are, then he feels bad for Absol. So Ash shows genuine concern for Absol, which could mean that Ash will end up really caring for this Absol, and so Ash could catch it. But this is the only piece of information that the preview provides that can help discern if someone will catch Absol. And honestly, it's not much to go on, but of course, I do hope that Ash catches it. Now, a few months ago, I had a conversation with someone in the comments of one of my videos, and we discussed that Ash might catch at least one Pokemon from every generation in Pokemon Journeys. Pokemon that Ash missed out on the first time he traveled through each region. So, we each listed the Pokemon from each generation that we would love to see Ash catch, and for Generation 3, we both agreed that Absol would be a great choice, so it would be amazing if Ash does indeed catch this Absol. But of course, whenever a Pokemon shows up and someone catches it, that someone ends up being Go most of the time. So Go could be the one that catches Absol in the end. Also, since Absol might predict the eruption of Mount Chimney in this episode, it is possible that Lavaridge Town will be saved because of it. So the villagers might want to keep Absol around as an eruption warning system. So Absol will remain a wild Pokemon, or Hodge might catch Absol since he lives in Lavaridge Town. Absol would still be able to warn the town of eruptions. Hodge does have a Mightyena, so it's feasible that he could catch another Dark-type Pokemon from Generation 3. So in the end, it's possible that no one will catch Absol, but it is also possible that someone will catch it. And that someone could be Ash, Go, or Hodge. But of course, we won't know for sure what happens until the episode airs, and episode 64 will air on April 30. If someone does end up catching Absol, namely Ash or Gold, then I will definitely make a video review on this episode, so please look forward to it. But that's the video, as always. Leave your own thoughts down in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did and would like to see more like it, then please consider subscribing to my channel. I love Pokemon and I love making videos on both the anime and the games. Also, please consider clicking the links on screen so that you can check out more videos like this right away. Thank you very much for watching, and let's meet again in the next video.